What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube? And I'm your fat Canadian smelly fuck Canadian boy, Beargo29, and welcome back to yet another Random Talk podcast. And today we're going to be sharing our fucking thoughts and theories and opinions on crossovers and collaborations that we want to see Nintendo achieve, and that kind of shit like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and announce to you guys the panelists. So all the way to my left, we got Alex, of course. He's always here, a little butthurt bitch, but he's eating his macaroni. So go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey everyone, ActiveSyn here. Yeah, we're going to have some interesting stuff to talk about, a lot of collaborations. I want to hear what you guys have to say too, so start putting your collaborations on the side here. And let's see if any of our ideas match up.
Yes. Before, sorry, yeah, I agree with that. For everybody out there, whatever you want for collaboration-wise, and what you guys want to see crossover games and collaborations, post them aside, and we'll definitely bring them up throughout the podcast. All right, so next we got Deku. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Gonna be a good one tonight. Got a few ideas of what I want to see in terms of collabs or crossovers.
Excellent. And of course, we have your gaming diva as per usual. She's always in all my podcasts, and I love having her here. So that's Coupon Strives.
Hi, Coupon Strives here. I have absolutely not a single list of things to do, so I'm winging it. But who cares? Let's go.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Man, you know, it's funny that I bring it up real quick though. I just want to say real fast that I have a lot of people that are huge fans of your fucking rants there, Coupon, in the chat.
Oh boy, is that so?
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I don't
your
think
rants
I should
are
be
legendary.
ranting today.
Yeah,
so
your rants are
unfortunately.
pretty well known. I mean, you've already gotten a lot of people upset with your little fucking rants that you do, Coupon. One name I won't gonna say, but you know who I'm talking about. But anyways,
It's all good.
and of course, last we have our good friend Rule of Two Review, Rob. How's it going, buddy? Glad to have you here again, man.
Yes, thank you so much. What's up, guys? Rob from the channel Rule to Review. I actually did get to put together a hell of a crazy list, so I'm pretty stoked to talk about it.
All right, sexiness. All right, cool. So, you all guys know me all too well, of course, blah, 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 blah. So let's get right into this, man. So we'll start with you there, fucking Deku. I'll start with you because Alex is eating right now, so I'll let him fucking finish eating and get more fatter by the minute, just like I usually always do. So, Deku, go ahead and tell us what games you want to see Nintendo do collaborations with and crossover games. And why you want to see them.
I mean, you know what? I'm actually eating something, so you're gonna have to go to the next person.
God damn it. All right.
You
You know what, Rob? I'll start with you, man. I'll start with you because since Koopa doesn't have a list right now, try to get her fucking brain all warmed up for some shit that she might want to see.
Yeah, I need to turn it on.
Go ahead and give us your list, Max. I really want to hear what you have in mind, man.
Sure, it's a pretty long list with a lot of open ideas. So what I'll do is I'll start with just the first company I have and a couple different ideas I have for that one company.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and then
okay, word. So we'll do that.
So come back to you that way.
Okay, so these guys are super relevant to me because I've been playing so much Resident Evil stuff lately and posting it on the channel too. So yes, it's Capcom, and I know that like not everyone loves them because they fuck up a lot, but at the same time they make good games. So there's a couple ideas. Obviously, if they were to ever do the Dream Project and frickin' team up with Nintendo and bring Mega Man back, it's obviously a recipe for like hella success. I think
That's a recipe for money right there.
Yeah, like not only because everyone knows that they should just frickin' re-release and do something new with Mega Man anyway, but obviously it started with Nintendo and Capcom and Mega Man back in the day, and they were working on Mega Man Legends 3, and they screwed the pooch on that for some dumb reason. So I think if they worked with Mega Man, also even like an exclusive Resident Evil title like they did with the Umbrella Chronicles and the Dark Side Chronicles, maybe they could make like a legit Resident Evil game exclusive to Nintendo, even though they keep fucking that up too, and they didn't release the remake on the Wii U, and I have no idea why, or Revelations 2. Also, a new IP, I mean, there's a lot of conversations we could have tonight about Nintendo working with a third-party studio on a brand new title, just like what the Wonderful 101 was when they worked with Platinum Games. And then the last idea, and this is just a fan project, but it could maybe work, is maybe Metroid. I feel like Capcom makes really good action games like Remember Me and stuff like that they've done in the past. Maybe they could do pretty well with Metroid. So those are some ideas for Capcom.
I'll elaborate a little bit more on what you said about the whole Mega Man and Resident Evil thing, because I find it weird, like, I made that theory video a while back about the whole aspect about how, Capcom allowed Nintendo to put Mega Man in Smash Brothers, and then also as well, like a year later, when when Smash was getting ready to come out there, at last year's E3, all of a sudden, like, this big wave of, like, Mega Man Virtual Console games came out, and they kept releasing them on the VC and shit. And I was even,
Well, Mega Man 9 was initially. I think Mega Man 9 was initially exclusive to WiiWare before it came out everywhere else.
Yeah. Well, that's why the reason. Well, both are on there. 10 and 9 are on there now too as well.
Mhm.
But they're not on like the eShop though. They're actually, you have to go to the Wii Shop in order to get those. But I think that's why we won't see them re-released on the Virtual Console, because you can technically still get them. You just got to go into Wii mode to get it. But I don't know, because it got me thinking, because I was like, I wonder if maybe Capcom is very well actually maybe doing something with the Mega Man franchise, because who knows? We might very well see them doing a project. They might actually, resurrect fucking Legends 3 and fucking finally get that released for the 3DS and take advantage of the new. Well, maybe not so much as far as like making it exclusive to the new 3DS. No, because don't do that, because they'll alienate it. But I mean, have like different features that if you do own the new 3DS, you'll be able to take control of that or those new features. But at the same time, I mean, who knows? Nintendo might have went to Capcom. Because remember, Capcom did put up their assets for sale. Right after E3, I'm not sure if people remember that announcement when they had like all.
Yeah, that was a big conversation for a while. That was a big time. Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Oh, Nintendo should buy out Capcom," but then we all realized it's like, well, why would they do that? Because Nintendo would have to pay off their debt, and then Capcom is pretty big in debt right now. And that's why they're taking so long making their games. But to elaborate on what you're talking about, though, I think fucking Nintendo is definitely making a Mega Man game somewhere down the lines. I mean, the only reason why they haven't shown anything yet is because they got nothing to show for yet. I mean, I'm sure this is just a new, collaboration that Nintendo got involved with, after E3 of last year. It made official, that kind of shit. Because I mean, we already know what happened with the whole entire Shin Megami Tensei thing, right? They showed like one little like snippet of no gameplay, nothing. It was just like a little image and then like the title, and then now everybody's automatically assuming that the game's dead, vaporware, right? And so I think Nintendo was learning the lesson from that. So I think what they're doing is they're sitting on it, but they're waiting for Capcom to actually have something that's worth showing off to get the excitement going. You know what I mean?
You know what would be actually kind of an interesting thing is we know that like Capcom kind of has been screwing Nintendo with like the Resident Evil stuff lately, and even like Street Fighter and all these other things that you would think Capcom would bring to Nintendo also. Maybe they have some crazy wacky deal behind the scenes where it's like, okay, we will resurrect Mega Man, and we will do it only on Nintendo consoles if we have this thing where maybe only the Resident Evil games come out on the other guys, and it's going to skip Nintendo platforms, but we're going to give Nintendo exclusively Mega Man. And if that was true, I would be okay with that actually.
Yeah, or one thing I was saying to Coupons like yesterday, in just a normal regular hangout off air, was it's like what if Capcom, or what if Nintendo went to Capcom instead of or Nintendo was funding fucking an exclusive Wii U version of a Resident Evil type series, like they'll take advantage of the gamepad itself. You know what I mean? Because I mean, to me, it just boggles my mind that the remake is skipping out. The remake I can understand to a degree, but it's still bullshit that it's skipping out. But Revelations 2, which is a cross-gen game, no, that's some fucked up shit. That is some fucked up fucking bullshit.
And a sequel to what was initially an exclusive 3DS game.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking maybe that Nintendo has a deal going on with Capcom to, because remember with Nintendo and the whole Blue Ocean strategy shit like that, whatever you want to call it, they're gonna try to that's why they're putting a huge emphasis on collaboration and crossovers, correct? So that's why I think maybe that fucking that they might very well be doing a collaboration with Capcom to get a Resident Evil exclusive series within the home console for Nintendo and Nintendo only. I mean, after all, the remake, which is the remake of a game that was already out to everyone else on the PS1, right? And that kind of shit. And same goes with Zero, and Resident Evil 4 was a cross-gen game, and fucking whatever the case would be. So what if Nintendo could very well be, in conjunction with Capcom right now to make a Wii U exclusive or a Nintendo exclusive franchise for Resident Evil that's only going to be on Nintendo platforms?
I gotta say, if they did that, I would be more excited than if it was Mega Man. Also, I just checked the chat. I have to give someone a huge shout-out. Poppy2K brought up a really great point about back in the GameCube days when there was the exclusive Capcom 5. He brings up product number 3, which I do actually still own that game. Resident Evil 4 was one of those. Killer 7 was one. Beautiful Joe initially, and a game called Dead Phoenix that never came out. And so there's been like that was a really good memory.
So this could be the resurrection of the Capcom 5.
Yeah, they've had a good history in the past, and don't forget, of course, Monster Hunter is the current exclusive Nintendo thing that's huge.
Yep.
So there's precedence for that to happen, I think.
Yeah, and I think Mega Man will also come back too as well. I mean, like, you guys remember Mega Man Genesis or Generation? Sorry, where it was supposed to be similar to sort of like what Mario Maker is. You can create your own level designs, that kind of shit.
Never heard of that. I never heard of that.
No, I think it was called Mega Man
Never heard of that
Universe.
either.
I think it was called.
Yeah.
It was very, very vague. It got announced and like a week later got shut off and they canceled the project. But it was supposed to be a Mega Man game where you can create your own 2D Mega Man levels, and you can use like what sprite you want from the 2D ages. You can use like original NES Mega Man, you know, the Mega Man X Mega Man fucking character, all that cool jazz. It was an interesting idea, but I mean, maybe that could be a game that Nintendo bought out. Because remember, after all, a lot of the games that Nintendo is getting are projects that were supposed to come out, but that had a difficult time for funding, or you know, they just scrapped it at the last minute because they couldn't really afford it. And that would be a perfect game for Capcom to do, and that's why I brought up the whole entire Mega Man Legends 3. So who knows? I mean, it's an interesting thing because we know how Nintendo is when it comes to them being so hush hush about shit. So I mean, well, who knows? But this could very well be the resurrection of the Capcom 5. So we'll have to wait and see on that. All right, so Alex, we'll go ahead and bring up your first game, and we'll do it that way.
Oh, well, my first one was Mega Man, obviously, because that's the perfect choice, but we just went over that, so that's good.
Okay, we'll do your next one then.
Yeah, next would be, like, doing more collaborations with Platinum Games, because they've proven themselves. And first one would be... Well, they would have to technically partner with Platinum and Sega for this, but it would be Vanquish 2. And include the first Vanquish, kind of like how they did Bayonetta 2, same idea.
That would be awesome.
Great game.
Vanquish, like, it bombed, but the fucking game is awesome.
Yeah, the game is fucking... And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't know too as well. That was a game that was done by Shinji Mikami. That was a Shinji Mikami game that he...
Really? Vanquish was?
Yeah. It was a game that Shinji Mikami... I think he either directed it or produced it or written it or something like that. But I know Shinji Mikami was tied... I don't know, I'll have to look it up real quick. But, yeah, Vanquish 2 is fucking... That would be awesome. I'm down with that. Because Vanquish 1 was... Honestly, was probably one of the most fucking new ideas that I've seen. I mean, yeah, people will look at it, well, it was just a third-person shooter, but a lot of the mechanics in the game were fucking very well done. It was fucking...
It was like, it's pretty much on par with Gears of War.
Yeah, it's one of the best feeling shooters I'd ever played.
Yeah, and that would fill a gap that the Wii U has. Yeah, we're getting Devil's Third, which kind of fills that gap as well, but there's nothing wrong with having another one.
Yeah, it was directed by Shinji Mikami himself.
Well, I gotta say, that game, it's so good, but I actually super struggled to play it because I'm really colorblind, and I couldn't fucking see. Everything is so mechanical, and like everyone is wearing this hardcore like suits, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck I'm shooting or what's where, so I had to stop. It was so good. So good. Anyway, that's my story.
Alright, so Deku, you still eating, dude, or what?
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I was going to say
games that you want to see.
I mean, I was going to say Mega Man, which everyone's kind of said at this point, so...
That's already a given. That's number one.
But I wanted a Mega Man crossover with Mario. That's what I wanted to... I don't exactly know how it would work. I just think it'd be cool to see.
I think it could work really well, actually.
Yeah, so that's Mega Man, but we cannot cover Mega Man, so whatever. I want to see a new Resident Evil, exclusively to either the 3DS or Wii U. But I mean, it's not really like a collab, more or less. It's just like Capcom with a new Resident Evil game, because we know we're not getting the remake or
I mean, they could even make like new characters if they want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they have to branch off to existing ones.
Yeah, it could be a totally new thing. I mean, I'm okay with that. This next one is, again, it's not really a collaboration. It's more of giving Retro the freedom to do what they want, and that is Zelda. I really want Retro. Yeah, I really want Retro to do Zelda. And even Miyamoto even said himself that he could see Retro doing the next one. So, but
there was I don't want to cut you off, but there was a period, and I got this wrong on a previous podcast, but it was before we saw what Skyward Sword was going to be, where Retro was for a very short time attached for the early development of what eventually became Skyward Sword, and then they pulled him off to do Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah. If anything, if Retro was going to do something Zelda related, you know, since they brought back and resurrected Donkey Kong Country, I should say, I would love to see them like do a remake of Link to the Past. I would kill for that.
But I mean, the only reason why I say Retro, I'm not going to pick a third-party developer like Bethesda or something, some generic thing to say. I'm I'm just really because Zelda U, it's being developed in Japan. Everyone says Nintendo's out of touch with Western gaming. I'm gonna wait and see how this Zelda works. If it's not up to par of what we're playing in every other open world RPG, I really hope Retro takes a stab next time, being a more Western. Westernized.
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be somewhat traditional, like in the sense of what a Western game is, but it's definitely going to have a lot more Japanese style to it, I guess. If that makes sense.
I mean, the Japanese style is fine as long as it's just up to par with today's open world games. I mean, it doesn't need to be like it doesn't need to be a Skyrim, but as long as there's actual meaning behind it, I'm cool. But yeah, I would love to see Retro do a Zelda game. I think
that'd be pretty boss. That'd be pretty boss. All right, so Coupon, let's go ahead and I want to hear your idea because I'm pretty sure you got one brewing in your head now, right? Is Coupon there, or is she not back yet?
I have no idea.
Hello.
I guess she's not back.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have I had my mic off. Anyway,
Okay.
So there's something that I just want to see this character brought back, and I don't know what developer could actually handle it, or if it could be brought back. It was something I've used to play on the Sega Genesis called Vector Man.
Ooh,
Yes.
And
Vector Man would be
have
pretty
not
cool.
seen
Yeah.
this SOB in a long time. He needs to come back. I think he would be an awesome character to bring back. Throw him with Mega Man if you have to, whatever, because I think he will work with him. And I would just love to see, I don't know, maybe Platinum, maybe Shin, maybe, I don't know, anybody. Somebody who's really good with. Who do you
Sega
think?
and Platinum working together could do that. It was either late 6th gen or early 7th gen. There was a big 3D action game, Vector Man, that was being made, and it got scrapped. But yeah, you can look it up and see screenshots. They were trying to bring it back. Yeah, I think it was late 6th gen, so it was going to be like PS2, Xbox, I think. But that's a great damn idea. I support that.
Yeah, I would love to see freaking what is it? Freaking Contra, or something similar. It doesn't have to actually be Contra. I would love to see that type.
We
of
haven't
genre.
really heard anything from Konami in a while, so that would be pretty
I
cool
would
if we
like
did
to
see something like
similar
that.
to that. Yeah, that would be awesome. But for the most part, I already posted it in the little chat side right here. Since we already got them in Smash Brothers, why not a Mega Man, Sonic, Mario, and Pac-Man collab game where they are in the same freaking game? Why? Because it's awesome, and they are the biggest known mascots in gaming. And
A vintage classic.
Something vintage where they can also come into the, just watch it. We could have like a game where they start off, in their sprites, and then they work their way through the levels and start changing their look.
Oh hell yes.
Based on what they used to be, and then they become their HD selves. And I just see I see it clear in my head, and they're fighting each other, or they're fighting other things, or whatever the case may be. There's platforming here. You got Sonic running his tappy ass off because he's dead and dying, and then you got Mega Man beating up on things, and it would be fun for couch and co-op online because you could have somebody playing each of these characters and they're doing their own different things in that level to help each other out. It's a co-op thing. You need Mega Man to do some specific something. You need Sonic for his speed. You need Mario for his his strength and jumping or whatever. And Pac-Man can eat ghosts. I don't know, get power pellets, whatever it is he does, because I haven't played a Pac-Man game in a while, so exposed. But I would like to see that. That would be fun. And as far as let's see, I had something else, but it's something to do with like a very old game along the lines of Golden Axe, but I don't know what that was. I don't know why it's called that, but I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's all.
All right, so that's actually a really good idea. Actually, I like that whole vintage aspect, man. To have like all the original old school characters come back and have like their own little unique game.
If that was a
that'd be pretty
2D
boss.
side scroller, that would be just amazing.
But now
Yeah, it would have to be a side scroller.
Yeah, definitely. Now my collaboration, this one, I'm sure a lot of people will say, "Oh, this won't work. This definitely won't work." But the way I see it,
definitely won't work.
yeah, shut up, Coupon. But I mean, I'm picturing it differently in my head. Is I would love to see. I mean, we've already seen a collaboration already done like this before, but not in the way I'm looking at it, because I'm referring to a game that's based on Mario and Sonic. I mean, yeah, we have your Olympic games, whatever you want to call it. Those games are fun, whatever the case may be, for people that enjoy that kind of shit. But I'm talking about make a side-scrolling game where fucking on the gamepad, it can either be Mario or Sonic on whatever you want to call it. So when you're playing on the Sonic side of the things, that, you know, like Sonic will have like his own, you know, running fast through the stage, whatever you want to call it, and also helping out Mario as Mario is venturing through his part of the game kind of deal to fucking do his own thing. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, if that makes sense. Where, but if you're playing on TV, you decide to play, you know, Sonic, it'd be the same thing except it'd just be like reverse roles, that kind of shit like that. When you're playing by yourself, you can either fucking play as any character you want. You can go through the levels with Mario if you want to, beat him that way, or you can beat the level fucking like in the Sonic fucking fashion, running through the stages and all that cool shit like that. But Nintendo has to be the one to do it, because I think Nintendo could definitely put some limelight if the Sonic team were allowed Nintendo to sit there and say, you know what, yeah, we'll let you do this, fucking do it this way, blah, 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 blah. I think that would actually work out pretty well. I think fucking, you know, Nintendo will definitely be able to hit it back home and be able to fully get Sonic to be done the way he is meant to be done. Because we already know that Sonic is not a versatile character like Mario is. However, I think it'll work out pretty well. I mean, when you're playing, like, you know, co-op or whatever the case may be, fucking when you have a friend come over and you're both playing, like, one person's playing as Mario and going through the level as normal, and one person's playing Sonic, certain elements that Sonic's doing on the gamepad version of, like, his own level, the same level, but it's designed Sonic-wise, you know what I mean, for faster purposes. Certain elements, fucking, for when you beat the stage will show up in Mario's level that Mario has to, like, you know, either get by or certain kind of things, you know, obstacles during the way, that kind of shit. I don't know, it's picturing in my head differently, but yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You're
mind.
you're pretty much describing Sonic Boom, but not garbage.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. I was going to say it's Sonic Generations.
It has to be a
Totally
platformer, though. It has to be a side-scrolling platformer, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have. I just can't see it any other way happening, man. A 3D one is okay, but they tend to get Sonic fucked up.
Oh yeah, Sonic always gets fucked up.
So yeah, if you go back, you have to make it a 2D side-scrolling game where, like I said, it's got two different perspectives. One Mario on the main screen or on the off screen, depending on what it is. You're gonna have your own different perspectives. Two people playing as two different characters, two different kind of experiences from the game, but they help each other out as the levels progress on in the stages. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. And like Bowser and fucking Eggman could be like fucking.
Oh damn, that would be
thing,
rad.
right? You know what I mean? Like they work together. They work together. Yeah, exactly. So
and
they
it's
come up with,
Robotnik,
like,
not Eggman.
But whatever.
Eggman's dumb.
Whatever. Yeah.
I like
Dr.
Eggman
Robotnik.
better.
Can you imagine, like, Dr. Robotnik makes robot armors for the Koopas?
Dude, yeah. There you go, man. There you go. Right there. Right there. That's beautiful. Yeah,
Bona fide hit.
Yeah. That would be amazing, and yet, you know, Dr. Robotnik can sit there and make, like, a new fucking form of, like, that little thing that Bowser likes to ride around in, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
his
kind of
clown
shit,
thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it would all take place, though, it would be like an alternate dimension. Both dimensions fused together, like Mario, like
Yeah, like Robotnik fucks something up and merges the dimensions.
Yeah, that would be cool, dude. Yeah,
you can have that
Nintendo
one
has
for
to
free.
make it, though.
Make it happen.
All right, yeah, Nintendo has to make it. All
Yeah,
right,
that's the key. Yeah.
All right, so Coupon, you said you had another idea that you had brewing, so go ahead and lay it up before you actually.
So why don't we have a game with all the heifers saving all, you know, Peach and Rosalina and the irrelevant heifer, and maybe we can throw in some Wendy and maybe Birdo and whatever the case may be. And I don't know, something's wrong with the Mushroom Kingdom. We got to figure out what it is because Mario we can't find him. Where the hell is he? And
or maybe make a sequel to Mario was missing, but not done in an educational way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what the first one was. Mario was Missing was technically an educational kind of game with Luigi trying to save Mario. But this one here could be like an inspired game on that, but it's done through the eyes of like Daisy, Peach, fucking, and all like, you know what I mean, like the female side of the whatever you want to call it. That would.
Well,
make
anyway, I had
happy.
like something extra though. It wasn't just gonna be, but that was just some portion of it. But then I also had another one where we could just get all the female chicks in Nintendo's, catalog in a game. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think
it would just be interesting. Because everybody's going to play with Samus. So,
man, there you go.
Oh, see, I wasn't even thinking Samus. I was just thinking just Mario, like the Mario days. But
every Nintendo female all across the land is in this game for whatever reason.
It'll be called Nintendo Girl Fight.
Whatever you want to call it. Disney princesses, watch out. We got something better.
Yo, man, that game would be reality. Peach, watch the fuck up, baby girl.
Yeah, I think that's a really good. That's a good.
Give them some guns. It is hardcore.
That is hardcore. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, something like that.
No, but yeah, that'd be a pretty cool idea. Because I mean, a lot of those, like Princess Daisy doesn't really get any love at all, period, from Nintendo. Except for,
She's never gonna get no love because people like you hating on her.
Hey,
Nothing.
I won't lie. Yeah, I don't like Daisy. Daisy can fuck off. But I mean, out of respect for the character, I mean, yeah, I would like to see her come back and have some more love. I mean, poor Luigi doesn't get none of that. You know what I'm saying? So
because he's getting that pull from his
Daisy
brothers. He's getting that from the
Dash EXP represent.
That's some weird shit.
Getting that peach
All right.
pull.
All right, so Rob, let's go to your next game that's on your list, buddy.
Okay, yeah, let me pull it up. Obviously, so the next company I kind of wrote down, you kind of touched on already, but it's an obvious one. It's Square. Square Enix, yeah, they could do a couple really, really obvious ones that I wrote down. Everyone's been talking about it forever. Obviously, the Nintendo Kingdom Hearts thing is a gold mine if they ever found out a way to do it.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Not to mention the amiibo possibility there for both Square's characters
Yeah,
and
it's
Nintendo.
a potential gold mine.
Fucking forget about it.
Huge
That's
cash.
Yeah,
But
they can have that from
on
us
the
for
flip
free.
side, the amiibos would contradict with the Disney Infinity stuff.
Yeah.
That would conflict.
Yeah,
with
there's
that.
probably something. Well, and that's the other thing is Disney was another company I was going to talk about. But you're right, and I mean they could either make that work for them or it could be like an obstacle. And then now so this could be something cool. It's like not exactly Kingdom Hearts, maybe separate from like Sora and the Kingdom Hearts stuff, just specifically a Final Fantasy cross Nintendo kind of game. I think that
That'd
could
be
be
cool.
there.
That'd be cool. No,
Yeah,
I mean, it could even be its own thing. I mean, Square Enix can even fucking make their own characters, and you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, right from the Final Fantasy universe or whatever the case may be. It could be its own separate identity. You know what I mean?
Like
it's obviously
borrowing from the
inspired
Kingdom
on
Hearts
Kingdom
model.
Hearts. Yeah, it would be inspired by Kingdom Hearts, but except instead of, like Disney characters being in there to fill in the gaps and that, for a character, or like the whole dimensional thing. I don't know how Kingdom Hearts works. I don't give a shit. But I mean, yeah. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, something like that would be fucking amazing. And with the whole, induction with being able to use amiibos, to add different things to like maybe costume characters or whatever the case may be, that would be fucking stellar.
Yeah, it's dumb how much money it would make.
And it would be sitting on a huge fucking gold mine.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
potential gold mine for sure.
Yeah, and then the last thing again, like I said, I would probably bring this up a couple times, is just a brand new RPG. Why don't they just make something brand new that Square is developing with Nintendo for the Wii U or 3DS or both? That's obvious to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Square Enix has something going, but
Fire Emblem and Zelda. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, I mean, my mind would be blown
There
if
you
I
go.
see something announced at E3 this year. It's like Square Enix, and fucking cross fucking Nintendo do a collaboration together. I'd be like, oh my god! And then they announce it
everybody
tomorrow, I'm like,
would.
fuck.
So
Everybody.
someone in the comments said Fire Emblem and Legend of Zelda. How y'all feel
That could
about
be
that?
a good. Yeah, that could
Totally
be a decent
agree.
crossover. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that would
really,
be pretty
really
cool.
good.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you face reality, I mean, Nintendo's got a lot of interesting characters that can easily work within a lot of the actual genres. Believe it or not. I mean, hell, if you wanted to even go to the extent of that, to give you an example, Fire Emblem and fucking cross fucking Pokemon, that could work. That
Yeah,
could easily
it's kind
fucking
of one of
work.
those series that you sort of could do with a lot of even Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy, like those all
Oh,
would
yeah.
work together.
Yeah, Ike. We already know that Ike would definitely kick the shit out of Lightning. So I mean, that's already
Yeah.
because Ike
I
fights for
actually
his
really like Lightning.
friends, as Alex would say. All right, so Alex, what's
I
your next
can
game?
beat the shit out of any one of those Final Fantasy crews.
Oh wow, big talker there, man. Anyways, go ahead, Alex. What's your next game?
Next game. Let me check this thing.
Good pick, by the way,
Okay,
Rob.
so this one would be a smaller game. It's a beat 'em up game, Streets of Rage. And on top, and with that, on the same token, would be Double Dragon, because we know Battletoads is coming to Xbox. It's pretty much confirmed at this point, and so yeah, Nintendo would need to combat something from the old times coming back. I think those two would be really cool. They'll fit with the Nintendo crowd, and I would like Way Forward to be allowed to try that out. I know they did one for Streets of Rage on Xbox. So maybe they could get the rights to do it again, but on Nintendo this time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll be down with that. I would love. I mean, I downloaded recently the Streets of Rage remix, even though Sega already fucking
Is that
pulled
good?
That shit. Oh yeah, well God, yeah.
Hell yeah.
The remix that like these fan service people fucking designed. It's a real shame that Sega got all moody about it and pulled that game off the internet. But of course, that game will never go anywhere. It's on many fucking websites. I played it and I was fucking blown away on how good it was.
Super cool.
Like, they made it play just like what the original ones were, but everything is all. It feels more fluid now. It feels like I'm playing an arcade version of the game.
Nice.
Like, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and that game in
Absolutely
the 90s
amazing.
was trying to be an arcade brawler. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, and it feels so good. Everything feels so much more fluid, man. Like, it feels like probably one of the best old school like remakes for a fucking side-scrolling game that I've ever played. Like when I remember back when like Ubisoft announced that they were doing like a Turtles in Time remake, I lost my shit. And then when the game came out and I played it, I was so fucking pissed.
Yeah, everyone hated it.
They ruined that game. They ruined that game so bad, and I was like, "Fuck you, Ubisoft, for ruining my childhood." Fuck Michael Bay. Michael Bay, whatever, that's one thing. But this game, no, I was scarred from that game, dude. I was so fucking heavily pissed.
That's too bad.
Fuck you, Ubisoft. All right, so Deku, let's go to
today's podcast.
Yeah. Message up. Yeah, fuck you, Ubisoft. All right, let's go to you, Deku. What's your next game? Then we'll move on to Coupon Game. She's got another idea. So
Next game is more like I wouldn't say it's a crossover. It's more of a collaboration, but with.
this one.
But it's actually more of a internal IP collaboration, you could say. I want Wave Race and 1080 in one game, and maybe like throw in maybe football, and maybe tennis, just as like a complete sports title. I think I would buy it.
But I mean, more along the lines of like like with the not the Mario Golf kind of style theme.
No.
Right? Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, more of like
Yeah,
a
that'd be
realistic
pretty
kind of
cool.
sports. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. That would
Like
be pretty
where
awesome.
the sport, like, would you combine the sports or make it so that you would select which sport you're going to play?
Oh yeah, like California Games, just a big sports. Type.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you basically get like, you can like do Wave Racer. You could do like fucking. Oh wow, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But that would be something that I would like to see. Maybe like if the Western side would actually fucking be willing to do it, I would like to see Nintendo maybe go to EA for that.
Yeah,
I mean, as much as we don't like EA, I get that. But the thing is, people need to understand is that when Nintendo does fund a project, they're obviously going to supervise it. So they're not going to have that game come out buggy and glitchy out of the gate.
Right.
Yeah,
They're not
Nintendo
gonna have
is
that
working
game be
to
fucking-
develop that
yeah.
game.
You gotta remember, publishers are responsible for these games being released buggy. So if Nintendo is publishing a game like that, they're funding, you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
The developers would actually treat that game like if it was a Nintendo game itself. So that's one of the guys get. Yeah, that would be fucking cool. I
just want Wave Race to come back, man. Damn.
Well, we are getting a spiritual successor via indie-wise, but I mean, outside from that, though, I know it's not the same. I know it's not the same, but I mean, it's something for now. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. If that game sells well, Nintendo might very well be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's make Wave Race.
And 1080, man. I'm a real life snowboarder. I would freaking kill 1080 to come back.
Yeah, 1080 would be
badass.
fucking nice, man. 1080 would be real nice. I mean, I tried playing that game though. That game is fucking hard as balls.
Yeah, it is. The
It's
original,
hard, man.
especially.
Yeah, but the sequel that came out on the GameCube was actually, I think it was GameCube. That was actually
Yeah,
really fucking good.
1080 Avalanche or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
what it was. 1080 Avalanche. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it was good, but
Yeah.
man, that shit was hard. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, so Coupon, good idea, Deku. All right, Coupon. So what's your next idea?
Alright, so this is something I played back in the day, and it was in the arcades. It's the X-Men arcade game, and I would like to see that get a remake or actually just a spiritual successor, something similar to how it played, but with, some of the graphics we have today, and maybe Platinum can hit that out because we need those combos. And, something kind of popped in my head just like two seconds ago. Maybe a Nintendo versus Capcom. I don't know.
Yeah, that's been
that
talked
would
about
be
for a while.
Yeah, that's been
That would
rumored
be
for a while.
so cool.
I mean, if you look at a game like that came out last gen, Tatsunoko versus Capcom, that was actually a very well done game.
Oh yeah.
Great game.
And then it got ruined because people found glitches like that fucking Roll would use, and that pissed me the fuck off. But outside from that, though, yeah, that'll be fun.
The X-Men game, like that shit was like the win of all arcades when I was growing up in the '90s, man. We spent so much money on that, and even for my buddy's
That was like
bachelor
a
party last
quarter
year.
of my house. It was like the
It's
quarter.
the best. You
Oh
just
my
sit there
God.
for,
Every day
for
after
like an
school.
hour. Yeah,
Right
you just
there.
play the game.
Yeah, I put so much fucking money into that goddamn.
I'm
X-Men
pretty sure I
arcade.
made them a lot of money.
Yeah,
Is that a claim? Who actually made that though?
I can't
It's
remember what
saying
the
right
company was.
here that it was made by Konami.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Konami did. Yeah, because they did
Konami
do
did
the
it.
actual the re-release of it on PSN a while back.
See, but I think it might actually have to do with if Konami still has the rights to the X-Men license. That could be all up in the air right now.
Yeah.
Who knows
Apparently,
where
it's
that
on
is.
the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 is what I'm seeing what platforms it's on. But of
Oh,
course,
like
it's not on like the actual arcade.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was an arcade port. It was just done via console-wise.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
a
And it had like
remake of that.
online and shit, kind of like what they did with the Simpsons game. The Simpsons
Yeah.
arcade.
Because Simpsons was on there too.
Yeah, the Simpsons arcade was amazing too as well, but the X-Men one would be fucking amazing, man. I'd love to see something like that happen. That'd be sweet as fucking balls.
Keith Dazzler in there. I love her.
All right.
Dazzler.
For my next game, it wouldn't be a crossover; it would just be a collaboration. And it's sort of like kind of like what Rob was saying earlier about with as I like to call them there, Squeenix. I would love to see fucking Square Enix make a remake to fucking or a sequel, or like even just a complete reboot, man, of the fucking what's it there Mario RPG. I want to see a remake to that because that was one of the best fucking Squeenix game, well, SquareSoft games, I should say, at the time when they were around. Back when SquareSoft was actually good. When they made, the Mario RPG, the 7-Star Saga, I think it was called, or something. I can't remember what that was called. That game blew my fucking mind. Just blew me away. And there's even characters in that game that we've never seen again in fucking via Mario games again. And what happened to that little fucking fat little fucker? I can't remember his name.
What
That guy
was
was
his
so
name? I don't remember. I think that it would be cool if it was not even so much a remake, but just a straight up sequel. And if you look at how, look at the clay kind of graphics happening in Kirby, that's what they should use for that game if they remake
God,
it.
yeah,
It'd be
dude,
perfect.
absolutely. That would work absolutely perfect. Now I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's another Mario game, fucking Fatal. What the fuck, man? What the hell are you doing, Barry?"
Well, they're dumb.
No, but I'm saying no, because I'm looking back at the past of what games that I grew up with. And Mario RPG was a game that I spent so much fucking time playing.
Yeah.
And that game, people would kill for a fucking sequel for that game. And I agree. I think that's one game that I would love to see fucking Squeenix fucking do. Would just be absolutely amazing, man, to come back and resurrect that game and bring it out as a full-fledged remake or a not remaster, but a complete remake.
Nintendo on that would be if they work with Nintendo, they would knock it out of the park. That would be an amazing game.
Absolutely. All right, so Rob, what's your next game?
The next on my list is, let me double check it again. I keep putting it down, and I have to pick it back up. This one is pretty obscure. So I pulled Atlas out because I really, really love Atlas.
Okay.
And this is actually, I guess, less exciting. I feel like Atlas, they're known for really solid RPGs. They could work really well with Nintendo on their own new IP. Also, this is really out of left field, but if Atlas worked with Nintendo on the new Zelda, I think that could be really cool too. Because they're super hardcore RPG stuff. They do like Disgaea and things like that. And so, people thought that maybe Nintendo was going to buy them like a year ago or whatever when they went up for sale before. Was it Sega who bought them? Somebody bought them.
Yeah, Sega bought them out.
Yeah, and so it's like, shit, honestly, Nintendo should just buy Sega. Then they would also have Atlas. And then Atlas could do all sorts of crazy stuff. So I'm an RPG guy. I thought that would be pretty cool. Yeah, Atlas and Zelda, I think, is a great combination.
That would actually be pretty cool, yeah, if they wanted to take Zelda on that road of an RPG game. Because I even look at Hyrule Warriors because it's got a lot of RPG elements in it, right? It's an action adventure RPG.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
And
Zelda 2.
Well, Zelda 2, yeah, Zelda 2, Link's Awakening had that too. Not Link Awakening, Link's Adventure, I think it was.
Adventure Link, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had RPG elements and leveling up and all that stuff, and I think that'd be a great combination.
Yeah, that would be an amazing definitely. Yeah, good choice on that one, Atlas, man, and Zelda. That'd be fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Alex, you're next up, buddy.
Okay, so let's see. So another one, it would be Platinum Games again. Resurrect Anarchy Reigns.
Yes.
And, put the first one bundled in. Same thing again, like Bayonetta, just because that's what they've set the precedent for. And so yeah, that would be good because that's another game that bombed on Xbox, which shouldn't have, but just how it is. So yeah, that would be nice. And then this one is a whole slew of games, and I want it all done by the same developer that hasn't really done much for the Wii U, actually, or anything at this point. They're all sports games. I know maybe not everyone here likes sports games, but where you don't have any. So Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Strikers, Mario Street, all done by 2K.
Yep.
I would even go as
I support
far
that 100%.
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree with that because I would love to see 2K do those kind of sports games because I think 2K does sports games even better than what EA does now. Definitely.
What about the idea?
Well, even 2K has already shut down a lot of fucking of the EA's famous franchises, like their baseball and fucking football game or
Yeah, because they got them on
basketball
lockdown
games.
now because
Yeah.
they're better at it.
Yeah. So I mean, well, I'd even go as far to as well as to even say, yeah, I would love to see maybe a Nintendo themed fucking wrestling game done by 2K.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, I mean, yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure Alex, you would definitely not say no to sit there and fucking be able to create and rename Donkey Kong into fucking, into Dong Lesnar, man.
Of course, Dong Lesnar will reign supreme.
Speaking of sports, you know what I would like to see is the NBA Jam.
Yep, they did that for the Wii.
Yeah, they did that last. Yeah, they did that. They gave us that last
I'd
gen.
like to see another one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing like an NBA
I
Jam
haven't found it though.
edition
Yeah,
or
I was
something
looking.
like that come back out. Yeah, that'd be pretty. That'd be
That
pretty
was a
awesome.
fun
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I think when it comes to the Wii U in sports, like all the Mario sports stuff is like a given and it's obvious.
Right.
But we also need just regular sports
Yeah,
games. It would be cool if they did actual sports simulators.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
that
I would love. I mean, because like last generation, I mean, like me, I'm Canadian, so I love hockey. You know, hockey and golf are like my two main sports, and tennis. Everything.
I'm with you there. Hockey and football are my jam. So I'm with you.
Football I never got into. I don't care because the football bores the crap out of me. But it's funny that
You're
I say
so
that.
Canadian.
Yeah, I know. It's funny that I say that, but yet I love watching golf. Golf is like the most boringest sport in the world.
As George Carlin puts it, it's like watching flies fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's golf.
Yeah, but I mean, me being the Canadian that I am, yeah, I love hockey, and it was a real shame to see that EA only ever released one hockey game. I mean, 2K fucking supported the Wii with like 2K, or NHL 2K that or 2K whatever you want to call it, even with the motion game. Those games were awesome.
Yeah.
But it was a real shame to see like EA was like they only ever released one game, and it was like a kiddier like game. It was that NHL Slapshot with like Wayne Gretzky went on. It came with that little mini hockey stick you plug your controller into.
Lame.
That game was okay actually.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Dude, I'd like NHL, like a real NHL licensed, like hardcore hockey game.
Yeah, I mean, I would love
For
to
the
see.
Wii.
Hey, I would love to see 2K resurrect the NHL franchise and give that back to the Wii because they started making the NHL 2K games on the Wii as like exclusive only. You know what I mean? Like when 2K12 or not sorry, when 2K I think it was 2K10 came out and 2K11, they were both Wii U original Wii exclusives because of the whole motion controls. And that was before
when it comes to sports games, the gamepad could be utilized in very interesting ways.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
To give you guys an example, like me since I don't play football, but I'll give you an example anyways. With Madden, when you're sitting there and in the huddle, whatever you want to call it, you can draw your fucking plays.
Yeah.
Draw the plays on your gamepad and have it be done in real fucking time. Whereas now you have to press the pause menu, you have to go down into
same shit with hockey. You can draw the plays.
I would love that.
And it's like
you
could like set up your defenses or like where everyone's positioned and all this stuff. You could do like tons of the whole conundrum with that stuff though is like the age-old argument where to me what I see is most third-party developers aren't inspired enough to be creative with the gamepad. They're fucking lazy. They're just like
that's the thing.
But Nintendo can be this, have the same thing too as well. I mean, look at what Retro Studios did with Donkey Kong. It didn't do anything at all. It was just black fucking screen,
Yeah, totally.
So
which sucks,
it does.
To me,
suck.
that's fucking lame.
It does.
But if Nintendo is collaborating with them, I would hope that they would tell them you have to use the gamepad.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd like to see that actually come to
the maps.
Yeah, especially like there's so much room for fucking.
That's why sometimes I sound like I'm down on the gamepad. It's just because they don't fucking use it and it irritates the shit out of me.
Well, I mean,
you gotta play the right games, though.
One thing I will say here,
but we shouldn't have to wait for the right game. They should
no,
use it.
I agree 100% on that. But I will say this,
that's why I'm like so excited for Star Fox because they're finally saying it's gonna give you a new way to play a game that I like.
All games that are coming out this year that Nintendo is releasing themselves, like Splatoon, Mario Party, Kirby, fucking Star Fox, and I'm not sure what they're doing with Zelda, are all using the gamepad in their own unique ways.
Yeah.
Like look at Mario Party, it's being used with the whole Bowser mode, and Bowser's going to be using the gamepad while everybody else uses like the regular controllers or Wiimotes, whatever you want to call it.
That's going to be so cool.
That's going to be pretty cool, getting that different perspective. Kirby's got the drawing aspect, because this basically is a sequel to Canvas Curse.
You're essentially playing it on the gamepad. You're not.
Well, you're essentially doing it that way. But I mean, it's still putting it to use instead of just having that blank screen.
Hey, Alex, I'm curious. Have you played Rayman Legends on the Wii U?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, that's to me one of, if not maybe the best use of the gamepad.
You know what the really funny part is? Ubisoft has made the best use of the gamepad. So
you're 100% right.
You and Rayman Legends. Yeah, definitely.
Splinter Cell Blacklist was great with the gamepad
Yeah,
too.
I had that
But
game
I
too.
yeah, but I want to get that now though because apparently they came out.
Yeah, the Wii U version's the best version. It has
It's good.
atrocious loading times, but
Yeah.
other than that, the
Well,
game
but-
is really good.
And what's funny about that is, from what I understand, I don't know this, but from what I understand, all the versions were that way. Like the weird frame
they
rates
were.
and the loading.
They were.
Yeah, they all had
They
weird
were.
problems
So-
like that, but the gamepad was used really well in
So
the
many
game.
bad loading times in the PS3 version of that game.
They could have optimized it for the Wii U, which of course they didn't. But
Yeah.
I'm with you, Alex. They nailed it with the gamepad on that game. So yeah,
Yeah.
Ubisoft has done great things when they care.
When they give a shit, yeah.
Yeah.
When you put your mind to work. Poor
I want to believe you there, LOL, but I just can't. I just can't.
What?
You know I love having you in the chat, but when
Splinter
you say
Cell is
something like
trash?
that,
Oh, he's trolling. That's all good.
no, I know. That's why I
I
like
don't
having
know.
LOL, man.
Hey,
I
it
have
might
nothing
be
against him. I
trash
like
to
having
him.
him in the chat, man.
More power to you, LOL. You're awesome.
But I mean, like, I'm glad to see that Nintendo is putting more use to the gamepad this time around, instead of just slapping on some crappy ass thing or fucking just, like just making it a black screen. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, like Splatoon using it now with the game, with the map having real time, you can see where everything's going. You can tap on the screen and whatnot. Zelda's gonna use it pretty well. Star Fox, I can't wait for fucking Star Fox, man.
Yeah.
Because the way Miyamoto was describing this thing, man, like, if I could sit there and like move like Fox's head, fucking,
Yeah,
like,
I think that's gonna be
That's
so
gonna be-
fucking cool.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. So I'm looking forward to that, and that's the nice thing about it too as well. But when it comes to these collaborations with developers, I want to see more emphasis on the fucking gamepad. End of story. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Well, yeah,
that's
that's
the main thing right
we
there.
can't say things like, oh, like Sony promised us 1080 60 and they're not giving us, and then give Nintendo a pass for not giving us gamepad stuff.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
Yeah.
You have to
I
hold
agree.
them to the same standard.
And that's why, like,
Absolutely.
I feel like
Yeah.
some of the people that we've even talked about, and like, for me, I think Square Enix and Atlas are two companies that I think would very specifically knock it out of the park with the gamepad. I think those
Yeah.
guys would be really great with it, and like want to.
I
do
think
cool
they
things.
just need to be inspired to do so. And they don't want. The main thing is the publisher holding them back by making cheap ass games, right?
Exactly. See, and Nintendo would do that. They'd be like, "Okay, guys,
Exactly.
we're
They'll
gonna do
give them
this."
free reign.
Yeah, I've said this so many times, even on like a lot of my videos. The gamepad is a tool that Nintendo is providing to developers to make
Mhm.
unique ideas.
And it's
Fucking
up to
use
them
your
to
tool.
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't build a great house without a hammer, and you can't make a really great game without the gamepad on the Wii U. Like, that's what they're trying to do, is say, hey, use this to your advantage. And it's up to them to care, or Nintendo to coerce them into doing it.
Okay.
That's that. We hit a block. We hit a block.
We
Oh
did.
no, what happened?
Who is next?
I don't know, everyone's chatting. Did we lose somebody?
I think it was Cooper. I think, yeah, 'cause
I don't have
Deku
nothing though right now. Question.
Deku left. So, all right. Well, then I'll do my next fucking collaboration.
Yeah, do it.
So, I mean, he already talked about the sports thing, and that's what that was one of the things I was going to bring up. Whatever the case may be, but it's going to be difficult for Nintendo to actually approach the Western side developers. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But as far as another collaboration goes, Konami would be nice. I mean, we haven't heard nothing from Konami in a while. I don't even know if I don't know what the fuck that company is doing, man. But they've been quiet for a
Do
long
they
time.
exist at all?
No, yeah, they
Yeah,
still
they're making
do.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, they exist.
Oh, they exist. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I thought
Metal
they didn't
Gear, but I mean,
exist
outside from
anymore.
Metal Gear,
I can't
like-
tell.
All
Like-
they make is Metal Gear.
Oh, that's
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, it's like, okay, but they have other franchises too as well. It's just like, okay, so what happened to Castlevania? I mean, ever since the last,
Yeah, like
the last 3D one
Nintendo
came
should
out,
be
went quiet.
taking Castlevania from them, or
we should be.
giving
Yeah,
them help on
Castlevania should be
Castlevania.
here.
Yeah, that's huge for Nintendo. Huge.
Yeah.
If they could just secure that, that'd be awesome. Just
Not to mention that when they made the Twin Snakes, they made one of the best Metal Gear games ever that was exclusive to Nintendo. So they could do something with Metal Gear still, I think.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
we just owned him though. We just owned the Metal Gear. Because we
Well,
can't.
kinda.
He's not even in Smash Brothers anymore. We just.
Yeah,
owned-
it's too bad.
Oh,
I think Metal Gear's great. I actually like Hideo Kojima a lot.
yeah, it's
So I
an
think there's potential.
yeah, the Metal Gear Solid is a very, 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 very,
cool
very
game though.
fucking brand. Yeah, it's a very, very good, top-notch franchise, man. I mean, fucking the director knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, the gamepad would be
He's
perfect
good
for
at what
that.
he does. Yeah, and the gamepad would definitely work out extremely well. And yeah, I would like to
do
see.
you remember when he said that fucking bullshit of why it wasn't coming to the Wii U because he couldn't figure out what to do with the gamepad,
Oh,
and
get
then
the
he
fuck
goes
out.
and makes the goddamn fucking what's that Xbox shit they use on the tablets?
Smart glass?
Smart Glass.
Yeah.
Then he implemented Smart Glass on the Xbox version. That shit drove me crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I really like Kojima, but I think he was, I don't know, forced into
Smoking
something.
that.
I don't know.
Ooh, wee.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
shit. It's the same shit too as well. Like when Crystal Dynamics came out and said, "Oh, the reason why we're not bringing the definitive edition of Tomb Raider out to the Wii U is because we don't know what to do with the gamepad."
Yeah, that's sad.
I mean,
that
at the
shows
end
that they
of
just
the
don't
day-
care anymore.
Yeah, and as much as we're sitting here saying use the gamepad, like at the end of the day, then don't fucking use it. Like bring the game and then you don't just use the gamepad if you really don't want to. It
Yeah.
would be smart to bring those games to the Wii U.
Same goes with a game like Kingdom Hearts. I mean, the fact that that game is going to the Xbox, which is going to sell like
it's
fucking
gonna
crap.
flop like.
The Wii U
crazy
version
on the
would've sold
Xbox.
more than the fucking Xbox One.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Like that just blows my fucking mind that Square Enix is just like, nah, fuck Nintendo. We're not gonna release that console.
We don't like money. We're cool with it.
Yeah, well, they do like money, but the thing is, they just won't see enough of it come out with the fan base fucking that we have right now.
I
as far as
think
the
that you make a
install
good
base goes.
point, though. I think it's entirely possible that game would maybe sell better on the Wii U than it would on the Xbox One.
Maybe I think it's a guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, it's going to do gangbusters on PS4 for sure.
Yeah,
but,
PS4 is gonna sell a shit ton. It's gonna bomb on Xbox.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going to buy it on PS4, but if it was on the Wii U, that's the one I
I'll
would buy.
be like
I don't understand why
one of the 10 people to get it on Xbox.
Yeah, me too. One
Yeah,
of
me
the
and
10.
Coupon make up 20%.
If I hear that it's better on the Xbox One, like maybe it runs better, then I would pick it up, but I would assume it's going to
Okay.
be optimized for PS4.
That's
my
actually a
guess.
pretty
Probably.
cool idea. I never thought of that.
Uh,
I mean, I know a lot of people out there don't like the Lego franchises all too much. I don't
They're
mind.
crazy.
They're pretty fun.
Ooh, Lego
They're
Legend
pretty
of
cool.
Zelda?
Yeah. Imagine if they got fucking, I forget who it is that makes those games.
That'd be interesting.
The development company.
WB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's Warner Brothers, but I'm talking about that's the publisher. I'm talking about the actual developer itself.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Like T3 something. I can't remember. I don't know. But anyways, yeah,
don't
I
have
would
a
love
Lego
to
game.
see
Let me check it
fucking like Lego related
I'll check
Nintendo
it
games.
out.
Man. I think that would be pretty fucking badass. Like a Lego Legend of Zelda, that would be pretty cool. Like
Yeah,
a fucking Donkey
Lego
Kong.
Batman's made by TT Games.
Yeah, that's the company
Yeah.
that makes them all. Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did an amazing job on Lego City Undercover, and that game is not going to any other platform. It's still on the Wii U. I'm still waiting for a fucking price drop on the eShop, but that'll never happen.
Yeah,
but
Lego.
fucking, yeah, Lego.
I actually found one in the store yesterday. It was still $50.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't know why that game's taking forever. It's been up for fucking 2 years. Nintendo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, drop
Huh.
your shit. Anyways, but fucking, I'll eventually buy it. If I have to give it and buy it fucking $50, goddamn it, I will. I don't give a fuck anymore. But anyways, no, I mean, I like the Lego games. They're fun for me. I still have to go through like the Lego Marvel superheroes game because that game is actually it's an open world game. You got shit tons of characters to play as. It's a fun little game to play. I don't
Yeah,
mind
those
playing
ones
it from time
dropped
to
in
time.
price like a rock.
Yeah, well,
Like,
yeah, that's why I bought mine for $20. No,
Yeah.
$9. Sorry, I bought it for $10.
See, and then Lego City is 2 years old, still 50. It's crazy. All because it's exclusive, I guess.
Yeah. There was something I wanted to say during his question that I brought up because he wanted to know about that theory I was talking about. Yeah, I already talked about it yesterday there, Coupon, about the whole entire aspect about trying to get Westerns on board as far as exclusive wise.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought, didn't we talk about it in our last podcast or no?
No, we talked about it off air. It was something
Off air,
that
okay.
when
Well,
everybody got off, it was just me and you.
You
just
gonna elaborate on that or?
Well, I'm gonna wait till the question time because he asked.
Oh,
us
later
a
on? Okay.
question. Yeah, he
Well,
asked
and-
a form of question.
We'll answer that in question time then for you.
Question time.
All right, so you guys got any other ideas before we move on to questions on what games that you would like to see crossover or collaboration wise?
I have
Yeah, I
two
got
last-
more.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
go
well,
for
keep
it,
going.
Alex.
Keep it
Go.
going.
You can go next, Rob, because I just did one.
Okay. I'm going to skip a couple of the ones and not even bring them up. I don't want to go obscure again. I'll go to some really obvious ones. This one should hopefully be a fan favorite. People have been talking about this in the comments too. So I feel like Namco Bandai or Bandai Namco, however, I think they would be perfect for working with more Nintendo exclusive stuff already because they've proven to be good with it with Smash Brothers.
Yes.
I think they would be great with F-Zero. I think they would be great with Wave Race, and I think they would be great with the Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah, you know what? I could feel you on that, man, for sure.
Yeah. I
Definitely.
mean, we know them as like the fighting guys right now, but they make a lot of different kinds of games. And I think like those are all racing games, but they're Nintendo exclusive racing franchises. And I think that they could knock like the quirkiness and work specifically with Nintendo to just make the worlds feel like a Nintendo Magic kind of game and world, and the mechanics would just be spot on, and they'd be beautiful. So I think that they'd be good with those franchises.
You know what else would be interesting? Since Sakurai just made a game with Namco, like they worked on Smash so closely together, why doesn't he team up with them and make Kid Icarus?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Because he already knows the team, obviously.
Yep.
They're comfortable working together, so
No,
it
that
just
could
seems
very
like
well
a
be
natural
something they
thing
might
to
not,
do.
yeah, that might be something they might actually announce at E3 this year, Alex. You never know.
Yeah, and wasn't that the whole thing? We talked about it on a podcast. So I don't remember. I thought it was with us, but Sakurai said he's like done with Smash.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do Smash anymore.
So why wouldn't he move on to something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so other one I wanted to get into. I'm not sure if this is even possible, but Darksiders Resurrected, because I know it was bought by Nordic Games, but I don't know what they're trying to do with the game.
Probably doing nothing right now, actually.
Yeah, so maybe get that to be exclusive alongside Bayonetta, get another one of those style games.
Wait, which was it? I missed it. I think I lost it.
Darksiders.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Conduit 3, so we can get some sort of first-person shooter.
Yes, but the problem, I mean, that I want to see happen, but the studio closed down.
High
Yeah,
Voltage.
Sega owns the franchise, do they not?
I don't know. You know what? Actually, I think they do, but let me verify that real quick. You might be right. 'Cause if they are,
The
then
Conduit, I actually like. They weren't perfect, but those games were pretty darn good.
The
overall.
general idea was good. Like, all it needed was polish.
Yeah, exactly. The Conduit 2 was much more polished than the first game was, and they wouldn't let it release in that kind of state today. So I think you're right. That'd be perfect for the Wii U.
That would be good. Yeah, then we can get a first-person shooter, which people like. And I didn't even put it on. Oh yeah, I know a lot of people don't like this company, myself included. But this is an IP that, if they made it exclusive, there's actually two I'm going to talk about. Would be a big benefit to us. The first one would be Ghost Recon. Since the other consoles have their Battlefields and Call of Duties, give us Ghost Recon, make it exclusive, and Prince of Persia.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got the Assassin's Creeds, we'll take the Prince of Persia. Both from Ubisoft. We all hate Ubisoft. I'm on board.
But if
Nintendo partners
they do a good job, I will buy it.
If Nintendo partners with them and keeps them in line, then I am down.
Well, I think even an exclusive Rayman game too. I think those are all really.
Yeah,
good
they
games.
should have made that like.
That was we were supposed to have one. That didn't work that well.
Yeah,
But to be honest, we have enough platformers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I never get sick of them, but it's very
Yeah,
true.
no, I love platforming too. It's just like we need some other styles of games every once in a while.
We do, and like that more hardcore kind of stuff, like you mentioned, goes with Ghost Recon. That would be great, and it's so strategic that the gamepad would again work fantastically.
The gamepad would be amazing with it.
Yep.
And Snowboard Kids, that's from Atlas.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
Snowboard Kids.
That is from Alice. You're right.
Yeah, so that would be cool. And I think that's it. And also bring over Fatal Frame, because that should just be here. Yeah.
Yep. And I maintain, I think that is still, I believe that it is almost a guarantee that they will release that. Nintendo is like really playing it smart and aggressive right now, and I think that we will get that game out here.
I hope so.
Okay, so High Voltage actually is still around, and they actually have been doing a lot of ports lately.
Mm-hmm.
They just recently, they're the ones that actually ported the PS4 and Xbox One version of Saints Row 4 Re-Elected plus Get Out of Hell.
Okay.
Wow, I did not know that.
And they also did the Steam PC and PS4 version of Injustice: Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition, Plants vs. Zombies 2. That's for all the iPhone versions and whatnot. Mortal Kombat Complete Edition for PC wise. They are they're releasing the Conduit HD, but only on on Android.
Oh
No.
God, they're bringing it to
That's so
cell
stupid.
phones.
Yep.
That's so weird. That is so weird. Why would they do that?
I have no fucking idea.
Holy cow.
On
It's weird.
people's
Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder, it's entirely possible that the Conduit well, I guess if it's coming out on an Android phone, it might not be. I was like, maybe it's owned by Nintendo, but that probably isn't the case. But if they own it, if High Voltage owns it, and there was a period, people might not know or remember this, but when right before the 3DS came out, they were working on a Conduit game for the 3DS, and it never, I don't know what the hell happened to it, but it totally disappeared. So that would be a reason for them to maybe bring it back on both consoles.
Yeah, a while back they were supposed to make a game I forget what it was called. Like you guys remember like Terminator Legends? That was a fighting game that came out for the Wii. And
Yeah.
I hated the game. I liked it. I thought it was good because it reminded.
Was it good? I wanted to try it.
It reminded me of the days on the N64 playing War Gods.
Oh yeah, I played that in the
Reminded me of.
arcade, but yeah, that was great.
That game was okay. I mean, they did do a lot of other things too as well, but I mean, outside from that, it's a real shame to see that they're not gonna like re-release the Conduit or a bundle of the Conduit, like 1 and 2, like redone for the Wii U with like the gamepad or with the gamepad in mind and whatnot.
That's one of those.
Doing that for the iPhone, that's a big fuck you to people who actually really liked the actual cord. I love that game. I thought the first Conduit game was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was a really fun And I mean, come on, the ending of that second game, they obviously got shit to do, man. Let's find out what goes on next.
Yeah, and to me that really pisses me off. I mean, I would have loved to see that game come back out. Will we? It's possible, but more than likely probably not.
Maybe, you never know.
I mean, they're still around, so we'll have to wait and see, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, they are using the Unity engine and whatnot, so we'll have to wait and see. But that's actually a good point, though. But anyways, next game there. Who went next? I think was it you, Alex?
I just gave you a bunch.
Oh yeah.
No, I was making. I meant to say if you're the last person that went. Okay, yeah. So go ahead, Rob.
Okay, I got a few. I'll get my last couple ideas that are probably worth talking about out here. So I'm gonna get really controversial for a minute. Team Ninja, who I do still like, and I know not everyone will agree with this, but I think that if they had another shot at Metroid, they could make it.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Game.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Like, and again, even though I really like Other M, I recognize the faults, and I totally get what other people don't like about it.
Yeah.
So they couldn't make those same mistakes again. There's no doubt. But they made a really well-crafted action game that was beautiful on the Wii, and I think that they could knock an action Metroid game out again if they didn't make like the story and character mistakes they did with Other M. I think they could still make a kick-ass Metroid game. So that's an idea. Also, I mean, Dead or Alive cross Nintendo. I mean, why not? Shit, that'd be fun. Someone brought up like.
Woo!
Yeah,
So-
that'd be cool.
Jiggle physics!
Yeah, Nintendo jiggle physics. Man, that would be really fantastic.
Yo, you put Geo Physics on my fucking.
No, shut up. Just
Shut up.
Just for
God
you,
damn it.
you'd have Peach with jiggle physics. Just for
Thank you.
We know.
and
Not talking about her.
then the other one is I'm gonna go back to Metroid again because I just love talking about Metroid and I want Metroid and everything. And I think that From Software is another really good company that I think would work really well with Nintendo. They're known for Dark Souls and the upcoming Bloodborne and a couple other RPGs and stuff. Really great company. Really, I know not everyone likes Dark Souls. I think it's great. And I think they could also make a unique, really, really dark Metroid game or a different action game, kind of in the vein of even like a Bayonetta or something if they work specifically with Nintendo. So From Software and Team Ninja I think would be good teams to collaborate with.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you on that. From Software would be interesting.
Yeah, they're so weird and so kind of different from Nintendo. Like when you look at what Bloodborne looks like it's going to be, which I'm really excited for Bloodborne. I can't freaking wait for that game. And I think that, again, if they worked with Nintendo either on their own kind of new thing and Nintendo was willing to go dark, or if they let Metroid go even darker than it did go in Other M, then I think there's a lot of cool potential there too. So that's just kind of a dream project of mine, you know. It'll never happen, but it's a dream project.
No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, Alex, let's go ahead and name up a couple more from yours, and then we'll go into questions, man.
I think that was all the ones I had on here. Oh, I have House of the Dead as well.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, so another one of those. And yeah, that would be it. Oh, I want an exclusive Telltale Games game.
Oh, if they did a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
That would be badass.
Tales of Zelda or something like that.
Exactly. If they did a Zelda or if they told the story
Metroid.
of Samus.
They could do Metroid,
exactly.
Samus. Do it.
Yeah,
Make it
because
happen.
those are the most story-heavy Nintendo games, is Zelda and Samus.
Yeah,
Metroid,
Telltale
so-
already has my money before they release a game, so you
Exactly.
can
They're amazing.
Yeah, oh my god. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Somebody just said in the chat, Alex, man, that Other M is Active Sin's favorite game.
Yeah, I saw that. Nintendo is secretly working on an Other M port to the PlayStation 4 just for you.
Good. They can keep the trash on the trash system.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and I guess we'll. Do you have any more games there, Rob, before we move into the questions?
Nah, that's it. Everything else is just really random shit.
All right, so all right, cool. We'll get some questions there. Coupon, you ready to do some questions?
Yeah, I got the first one right here. Would you, from Big Droolez 95, I hope I said that right, apologies. Would you like to see Platinum Games Vanquish port to the Wii U and PC with crossover platform multiplayer?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah, I would like to see Nintendo actually branch out and actually allow cross-platform like that with PC gamers. That'd be fucking amazing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
think.
nuts.
I mean, I just made a video about this. I feel like the only place it feels comfortable to do that stuff is between PC and a specific console. So that would be. I think that would be super badass. And again, that's a great game. We know the shooting would be a good game for the gamepad. So, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that would be fucking. I'm down with that. Awesome question.
All right. Yeah. All right. So who do we have next? We have Tony. We
What's up,
have.
Tony?
How would you feel if Bandai Namco would make an exclusive Wii U version of Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say hell yes to
Yeah,
it.
I would say
Now,
yes. Yeah.
For the Wii, they did make like Soul Calibur Legends or some sort of weird action game that was like super early in the Wii's life, and it was really experimental with like the motion controls, you could tell. And it was like one of those things that it's actually like a pretty bad game. It didn't look good. It didn't play all that well. But at the same time, like you would probably still just love it just because. And I played through most of that game, so if they worked again with Nintendo to just make a straight up fighting exclusive Soul Calibur, that would be amazing.
I think that'd be pretty cool. But is it going to be all Soul Calibur characters, or are they going to throw in like Link and stuff?
I mean, they already did that once. Why not do
they
it
threw
again?
in Link once, so I'm like, would they put in Ike and shit and Mario?
I knew you were going to
Samus,
say
Samus, yeah.
Samus would be boss, yeah.
and Zero Suit Samus, both
That's
versions.
making that ass.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, Fruit Cruncher, it wasn't a question, but he or she basically was just kind of adding on to the whole story-driven game that you guys were talking about. He was saying Fire Emblem or maybe Xenoblade would be a good one that they could make the Telltale type games from.
Yeah, wow, Xenoblade, really, really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of potential, especially anyone who played through Xenoblade Chronicles. Like that world and that lore is gargantuan, and they could do really cool stuff there. What was the other one you said besides Xenoblade?
Yeah, Xenoblade.
Well, wasn't there another one too, or just Xenoblade?
Fire Emblem.
Just Fire Emblem and
Fire
Xenoblade.
Emblem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huge potential.
It would help bring Fire Emblem over to another audience, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I want to get a fucking Fire Emblem Warriors out there, man, because a lot of people don't.
Oh yeah, we didn't even really talk about the Warriors games.
Yeah, that was one of the
We'll do
things
that,
I
we'll do
just...
that after the questions done. We'll just bring up a little analogy on that real quick. All right, so go ahead with the next question.
Okay, laugh out loud. What? Finally, not a troll one. I don't believe, but seeing the
Good night, Kate, you fucker. Sorry.
Okay.
No, she just popped in the chat before she went to bed.
Well, can you stop? Seeing the new Star Fox game won't be Star Fox 64 in HD 1080p 60 frames per second. Do you think the fan base would rather see the franchise die than try something new with the series?
That's crazy.
Do I think the fan base would want Star Fox to die rather than try something new? I myself would rather try something new, but I honestly think a lot of the fan base would rather have it die.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Which
too.
is which really, really disheartening.
Well, because they're all
Have you not
screaming
seen all the
the comments
backlash about having to use gyro controls?
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
a
are
little
unhappy
bit.
with
like
it.
it.
Nah, that's crazy. People are crazy. That's dumb.
Yeah, it is crazy, but they're literally not liking it. They're like, screw this and blah blah blah. So
I'm happy
they will.
they're trying something new.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
no,
buy
that's-
it, I'll enjoy it, but I don't see another Star Fox coming ever again. If the sales aren't on point.
That may be true, but that's another reason why. And Nintendo and Miyamoto probably know that, and that's why what they're doing, I think, is going to be it's going to be knocked out of the park. They know they can't mess it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have faith.
I hope it sells well. It's Star Fox, damn it. I love Star
Yeah,
Fox.
I mean, come
Me
on.
too. They're going to pump it a lot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're Chojin. I'm not gonna answer that question because I don't want to put spotlight on certain YouTubers, but it is kind of stupid. You guys can kind of see it in the.
Yeah. I thought it was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
Wait, where was the question? Hold on. No, keep going. I'm going to just go up and find it.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. But the next
Man,
person we have Big Drillers. Thoughts if Sega and Nintendo teamed up to develop Shenmue 3. So what are your thoughts on Shenmue 3 if Sega and Nintendo teamed up?
Shenmue 3?
I've never played Shenmue. I have no idea what it's about.
Shenmue I have no clue what that is.
Yo, if Shenmue 3 gets revealed, and it's only on a Wii U, and plus they're actually going to port over the first two games, oh, fucking sweet mother of titty fuck. That would just be amazing.
Oh boy.
So it's not good
that shit
then.
needs to be real.
No, fuck you, Alex. Fucking asshole. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Shout out to Sylvina. I can never say that. Her name is weird to say. How do you say it?
Huh?
Bear Hugger.
What name?
Sylvania.
Sylvania?
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Sylvania. I can never say it because it's weird.
That's a
Anyway.
DVD brand.
Okay, that's wonderful.
I don't like that comment.
Okay. Big Drew Liz, if Duck Hunt was to return, should the game be a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie?
It did
Conquer?
return.
Yeah, it's back. It's just not.
Oh,
back.
okay, I see it now.
Basically, I guess he's saying Duck Hunt being a separate game from the actual shooting
I
game.
thought
Yeah,
if
just
it
like an
does come
action
back,
game.
a Banjo-Kazooie would make sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I heard someone talk about that like a while ago.
Son
I
of a
think
bitch.
That would be really cool, actually.
Keep the questions going, Coupon. Keep it going.
Okay, do you guys think of a Mario Sonic platformer developed solely by Nintendo EAD? Or what do you think about
Yeah, I don't want the Sonic team to touch it at all.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah,
I don't. Sonic Team
I just want
should
them
not
to
touch
rent
Sonic. They-
like lend Sonic to them and just let Nintendo go nuts with it.
Well,
just-
again, and
yeah.
I'll maintain, like, people talk shit about Sonic, and Sonic's been dead for years, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, okay, fucking Sonic Boom was a colossal travesty, there is no doubt. But I've said this before, the 3 previous Sonic games were good games, so he actually had an inclining track record until Sonic Boom shot it in the face with a bazooka. So I feel like there is potential for Sonic in any way, shape, or form, and Sonic Team was responsible for, I think, Generations and Colors. I can't remember if they were for Lost World.
Like,
But
they had-
Generations and Colors,
like
that was
Sonic has like a hit or
And recapture the magic.
miss.
though.
Yeah, they have to do the right things with it, and there's no
Yeah.
doubt. Don't get me wrong, Nintendo I would way prefer. They would do better
Yeah.
with Sonic than even Sonic Team. But I
Right.
don't want to like completely throw Sonic Team under the bus. They've been slowly improving just bit by bit until Big Red Button fucked it
I
again.
just want them to stop trying to reinvent Sonic. Is basically what I need. Because
Yeah.
Sonic,
Yeah.
he's got that attitude, that character, that thing about him that he doesn't need to be reinvented. Stop giving him swords. Stop putting him on a freaking ship, spaceship or whatever. Quit having him being chased by the alien ones was good colors.
Yep,
But I mean, just stop doing gimmicks with him. Is basically what it is.
Honestly, like if they were ever going to do anything with Sonic again that would be perfect, it would
Right.
be to redo them the way they did Rayman Legends and Rayman
Yeah, just
Origins.
give him a story.
Yeah.
Give him a
Side-scrolling,
villain
hand-drawn
and go.
art, beautiful, good,
Yeah.
like 2D
That
platform.
would be nice.
That's
That
how
would be
you do
nice.
Sonic. You're welcome, Sonic. Sega. There you go.
Done.
Yeah, done.
Done.
All right, done. Next question.
That's how we're gonna end all the podcast now.
Done.
Done.
What do you guys? This is from Owen Coles. What do you guys think we could have? Do you guys think we could have a Fire Emblem crossover with Golden Sun?
Yes.
Definitely. That's Camelot, right? Didn't they do
Yeah.
Golden Sun? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hell yeah, that
Most
would be great.
definitely. Most
That'd be
fucking
cool.
definitely.
I mean, Golden Sun should come back just period, right? I mean, I think that people have been talking about that for a while.
Yep.
So- and here's the thing is, I would almost for sure, tell me if you guys agree, almost for sure see that as a 3DS release. It would still be great, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. They're like, the Wii U, what's that? We don't do Fire Emblem on the Wii U. No. We don't.
Apparently.
Yeah, whatever. But it would
Maybe
still
we'll get Fire Emblem Warriors, but that's about it.
there you go. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we have the Trojan virus. I'm gonna kind of reword this for you. It's kind of worded a little weird. So how would you feel about Nintendo taking more
Fuck
exclusives
you, phone.
that are not seen in the West, like Super Robot Wars?
Hmm.
And
That's an
y'all
interesting
probably didn't
question.
hear me because he was screaming.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like how? Say it again.
Yeah. So how would you like Nintendo to take more exclusive games from that are not normally seen in the West, like Super Robot Wars?
Oh yeah, there's such a huge market of games that are only released in Japan, and a lot of times we know would be really great over here. And not to mention games we probably have no freaking clue about that might be really great. And Nintendo is so huge in Japan because they're a Japanese company. So, yeah, I mean, look, think about it. We weren't even gonna get Xenoblade in the last story. It was
Yeah.
only going to be in Japan, so think of how many other games like that. I'm not sure what the Super Robot Warriors is. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what it is,
I
but
have no idea what that is.
probably awesome. Sure, I'd say they should bring it over here. Like, there's a ton of stuff they should do. That's a good question. It's a good idea.
Alright, Poppy2K says, how about Bandai Namco making a Tekken Fighters Mario Brothers? So Tekken versus Mario Brothers type of game.
Kind of like Pokken tournament.
Something like that. Or both together, mixed together. Either or, I guess.
That'd be an interesting concept.
I don't know.
It's kind of like,
The Tekken characters will whoop Mario characters' asses. I'm sorry.
well, if Mario could beat up Ike and Marth in Smash Brothers, they
That's
should
true.
do it in that game. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all
that's
about how it's presented, right?
I guess so, right? Yeah. I'm skipping that question, laugh out loud. Moving on.
Would coupon let hashtag?
Ah!
I tried, buddy.
I'll answer later.
This is as soon
I'll
as you
answer
started
it, but
questions.
don't ask- I'm not gonna say the question. I'll answer the question though. That's none of your business. Anyway, moving on. What do
That
you
means
guys
yes.
think
Her answer would be
of a
yes.
crossover? No, it's not.
All
What do you
day.
guys think Well, it's just because you're jealous, yours ain't big enough. But anyway, what do you guys think?
Well, yeah, you caught me on that one. I am
Crossover
jealous.
between Star Wars and Star Fox.
Oh hell yeah!
Star Wars and Star Fox. Now that's an interesting
Yeah,
concept.
it's interesting.
That
Yeah,
is fucking cool.
Could I?
And I don't like Star Wars or Star Fox, but I would like to see that. That was silly.
Slippy will be the new Boba Fett.
No, we just have to
Oh
kill him.
God,
No,
he's Jar Jar
your
Binks.
tongue.
No, he's Jar Jar Binks.
Jar
We have to
Jar
get
Jar
rid of him.
Binks.
All right, I'll give you that.
Straight
Jar,
up.
he's totally Jar Jar.
Straight up Jar Jar.
Misa called Slippy Toad.
No, stop. Just stop.
I had to do it one time. Okay.
I don't know if this is a question, but I'm going to read it anyway from Fruit Puncher. The use of the gamepad for Xenoblade Chronicles X is a godsend for all of the content we need to do in that game. Might also give clues to games used for Zelda U. Do you guys see my thoughts on this? So, do you see, like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's saying like the way like a game like that is like so content heavy and story heavy and probably like, you know, like loot heavy, and having like access to the gamepad with a huge map and all these people and all this shit you pick up in the world is probably really good for a big action RPG.
Yeah.
So I would agree. It's got to be perfect for that, and they're probably going to do a lot of that stuff in Zelda too. I assume is what he's getting at.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
And he says, he has another question. Would Nintendo be down to collaborate with Disney on making a new Star Wars Rogue Squadron?
Please, yes.
That would be
Okay.
awesome.
They were going to do that, and this is another thing I made a video about a while ago because a bunch of information started coming out from old Factor 5 devs. Factor 5 was the company that made the first 3 Rogue Squadron games.
Yeah.
And they were working on one that was going to be for like the Xbox 360. Then it was going to come out on the Wii. And then I don't remember, something stopped both of those. And then Shuhei Yoshida came to Factor 5 and said, hey, you should make it for our brand new PlayStation 3, which like comes out next year or whatever. And they're like, okay. And then after a while, Sony turned it into Lair, which was the infamous Dragon's like launch game for the PS3 that fucking bombed and shut down Factor 5 for good. So,
Way to go, Yoshida.
Exactly. Yeah, I like Shuhei, but he Yoshida the hell out of that whole thing, and that was too bad. And so basically, long story short, they like just a couple of years ago they were trying to continue that series. Now that Disney owns the rights to Star Wars, not Disney, I'm going to say EA, fuck Disney. So EA owns the rights to Star Wars currently just for the sake of games for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes, now is the time to bring that series back, and it would be great if it came to the Wii U. Really great.
Okay, interesting. So we have Tony here who asks, what if Nintendo and Square Enix were to collaborate the last story with Bravely Default? Silence.
Yeah.
I wish I had the crickets.
I don't know if anyone is
Nobody has
paying
nothing on
attention.
that.
I think
No?
that'd be great, yeah.
No? Yeah, no? Okay, that's a no. Nobody has any ideas.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Good work. Yeah.
Hey guys, how about a Xenoblade and Kingdom Hearts game? No, thank you. Not for me, at least.
Nah.
I'm
Don't
good.
cross the streams.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, I hate Star Fox Exposed, but I'm still gonna buy the game, unlike some of the people out there. So, just saying,
Nintendo hater.
someone that doesn't like Star Fox is gonna get it. Just saying. Save them. And I think that's all the questions. So let's go. Oh wait, we got another question. Found one. Big Drew S says, should Disney and Nintendo team up to add Nintendo characters in Disney Infinity with the Amiibos? No.
I think that there's just the potential for like a different game. This was something I also chose not to bring up, but Disney working with Nintendo on something like that, you know. It could even be like I don't know, maybe this was his question, like a Disney Infinity that's specific to Nintendo, just like Marvel. I think that's a great idea. Anyway, there we go.
Freaking Alex posting random crap.
Yeah, I have to not look at the chat while we do questions. I'll get distracted.
I know, right?
Like, oh, that's the question. Okay, yeah. So, anywho.
All right, so that's all. No more questions. We're done.
All right, well, there is one more that I have to answer. It was that theory.
Oh yeah, the theory. Go ahead.
All right, well, as I was discussing, I said this to you too as well, Alex, and you kind of had mixed opinions with it, so I kind of understand where you're coming from too as well, but I guess I'll get Rob's view on it. So my theory was this as to why why I think that it's good that Nintendo is definitely getting a lot more, or trying to get a lot more collaboration and crossovers from the eastern side of the world, because I think, in theory, that Nintendo is trying to prove to the Western developers. Because I mean, I'm sure Nintendo has probably gone to some of these Western devs and they just shut them down with their ideas or not want to get projects funded or whatever the case may be. So I think,
agree. Yeah.
so I think what they're doing is, Nintendo is trying to prove that third-party exclusive games actually do indeed sell pretty damn well on Nintendo's platforms. Because I mean, you know, if you look at past games, of course, the ones that are already out now, they have been doing exceptionally well. Bayonetta 2 is, you know, outselling the sales of what the first game did on the other two platforms, both of them combined. You know, and within the short amount of period, you know, Hyrule Warriors crossover game is the best, you know, selling fucking Warriors game to date, as far as at least in the North American side of the world. So if Nintendo can keep this trend afloat and keep making these third-party games exclusive-wise, with these third parties collaboration and crossovers, I think Nintendo was trying to get that message across that maybe that, you know, some of the Western side developers might actually kind of, you know, be like, okay, you know what, we see that these third-party exclusive games are selling on Nintendo's platforms. Yeah, okay, we'll see if we can pitch some of these maybe like older project ideas, you know what I mean, from Ubisoft or Activision or EA or whatever the case may be, that the ideas that they wanted to do, but they turned down. So, you know what, we'll go to Nintendo and see if they want to fund it. You know what I mean, that kind of shit like that. Because multi-plat out of the question, but exclusive-wise, yeah, I mean, you know, Red Steel did pretty good last generation, and a couple other games that we got that were only on the Wii itself. No More Heroes, another example that sold pretty well.
It's my jam.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think if Nintendo can get more collaborations going from the eastern side of the world, and it shows that, you know, to the western side that, you know, third-party exclusive games on the Wii U or on Nintendo's platform in general can sell a lot better than their multiplats, then maybe they might listen to reason. I don't know. That's just a theory that I have, and you know what I mean. So.
I think that's a super good idea, and I mean that's the thing. We talk about this a lot with Nintendo specifically because like we kind of see that they're starting to do this thing where it's like they're releasing their first-party franchises and then they seem to be working with other companies to make an exclusive third-party game, and that we're all hoping that that becomes like more and more of a business model. It's like why we decided to have this podcast even, you know. So I feel like if they really do that and they start to see the success, you know, even more success than they've already seen, then yeah, I think that the Western developers might be open to that. Not only with Nintendo, which would be the most important thing, but I think it'd be cool if that happened even just more in general, even for the other companies. I mean, like Titanfall is like a exclusive to the Xbox One. Bloodborne is a big third-party exclusive to the PS4, and you know the Wii U has several at this point. And I think that I think gaming as a whole could benefit from that, but Nintendo the most because they're the ones that keep getting screwed over by the third parties who just don't seem freaking interested for some dumb reason. So
yeah, well, I mean, it's not like, you know, like Nintendo was sitting there saying like no, like, you know, like, you know, I have heard people fucking, and I can somewhat understand why people would say this, and I kind of agree to an extent, but at the same time, I'm kind of like 50-50 with it. You know, a lot of people will say that the reason why multiplats are not on the system is because, you know, they don't want to compete with Nintendo's first-party games because their games outsell them 10-1.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Well, Sony and Microsoft.
Which is fact.
That is fact. I mean, like, you can look it up. You can go look at every console Nintendo's ever released from home, even handheld, and you will see exactly what I'm getting at. Every single fucking game that's on the top 10 list will always be majority 90%, 95% fucking Nintendo-related games.
But that being said, those games come out only once in a while, so there are definitely spots where these guys can make exclusive titles and make their money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so don't release Watch Dogs next to Smash Brothers, basically.
Because that is, like, if anyone thinks that wasn't a way for them to make sure that game bombs, you're out of your mind.
Yep,
Yeah,
and you know me, I bought it day one, and Alex,
I got it too.
Yeah, that Let's Play series is like the most popular shit I did.
Yeah, and I'm planning on getting Watch Dogs down the road too as well when the price drops. Man, I mean, I can't play it any other way. I can't play it any other way, and I still want to play it.
It's what I thought it was. It's a mediocre version of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it is. If you set aside the whole like political drama with Nintendo and Ubisoft and just look at it straight up as a game, it's a solid, okay, fun game.
Yeah.
I'm glad I bought it. I've enjoyed playing it. But
if it was never like overhyped to the like 10,000 degree, it would have been a better game than it came out as, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Everybody was pretty hyped about the game, and myself included. And when I played it on the 360, it was good for what it was worth. I mean, you know, you got some odds and ends here, but I mean, if it wasn't as hyped as it would have just been a cool game to play and nothing to really scream about.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so before we end this off, I want to go ahead and do one little thing real quick and ask you guys individually. If you had to choose like a Warriors type kind of game, like like what Hyrule Warriors was, what franchise would you guys want to see be done as far as like a game that Tecmo Koei can do for Nintendo as far as a collaboration or crossover game, like Hyrule Warriors? So I'll start with you, Alex. Man, go ahead.
There's no question. It's Mario.
All right, Coupon.
All right. No more heroes.
Oh yeah, Coupon high five.
Hero Warriors.
No more Heroes Warriors?
That would be.
Do you even have enough characters for that?
No, actually, yeah, they do. They do.
They really do.
Right.
There's a lot. I mean,
There's a lot of characters.
That's the whole purpose of those games. Is that in the first one there's 10 assassins, and they're crazy over the top. And then in the second one there's 50, even though you don't really see all 50. The idea is that there's that many assassins, so they could do a bunch of shit there. Hell yeah.
All right, so Rob, what would you want to see done as far as like a Nintendo franchise be done via a Warriors type kind of game?
So as much as you might think I would want to say Metroid, and I do think they should do that, this was another game that I decided not to bring up. But I think if they did Star Fox, and specifically a Star Fox dogfighting action game like in space and on different planet locations, that would be a cool Tecmo Koei nonstop balls-to-the-wall action game.
No, yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, if they focused on like the aerial.
But I can see, honestly, I can see Platinum doing that first, though. I think personally, in my opinion,
that's just as fine with me too. Like either.
I would be down with that, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Bayonetta Warriors.
No, we already have. Bayonetta itself is a Warriors game. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So what else would
definitely
you do?
is. Yeah.
It's
So what else would
technically
you
a
do?
Warriors game on its own.
Punch Out Warriors.
Captain Toad, right? Captain Toad Warriors.
I like No More Warriors.
I'm
That
kind of
sounds
surprised you
awesome.
didn't say Kirby Warriors, Coupon.
Shout out to GH Day. Well, you would have thought I would have said Kirby. No, I'm not going for Kirby.
I think Kirby Warriors.
It would work probably.
Kirby Warriors would be awesome.
But
He's
if
the most
he's-
badass in Smash Bros.
There's two games. I mean, a Punch Out Warriors that wouldn't work. Even though I'd love to see that happen, but no, that wouldn't.
Maybe.
Punch Out doesn't have enough. We need more characters for Little Max.
Little Mac is really
story.
you're fighting all the other people. That wouldn't make. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to walk around in a fucking like a little, like a.
You just fall off the edge anyway,
character.
hush.
Exactly.
No.
you
I'm not talking about Little Mac. I'm
totally
talking
do
about fuck
it.
that. I would use Bear Hugger as my main character. What the fuck?
And
you
you'd
talking
still
about?
fall off the edge. What's your
Yeah,
point?
you could
But there is no
totally do it. Dude, go back to the first Punch-Out and look at all those characters. Glass Joe, Mr. Sandman, Soda Popinski, Bald Bull. All those guys, they would be the equivalent to Ganon and Girahim and Zant.
Yeah,
They would-
exactly.
I
Yeah,
think it
but
could
we'd
work.
be fighting them. Where's the extra characters we get
Yeah,
to play
there's only
as
one
against
protagonist.
them? It's only
One
It's
Little
Yeah.
Mac and maybe the brown-haired kid in the wireframe Mac. I don't know.
No, it would be like all the little minions would be just people in the crowd watching the boxing.
Cardboard
no,
cutout
You
crowd.
jump in.
My main pick. Warriors game is that the only reason why
They're hitting you with their
I'm
boxing.
going to agree with Alex on this one. The reason why I'm bringing up fucking Mario Warriors because I actually would love to see Koei pull it off. Because I mean, believe it or not, most people will say, "How the hell would that work?" Believe me, Koei's got a very, very good imagination when they come up to create.
They wanna do it.
and whatever you want to call
I
it.
can see it being
They
pulled
can
off.
make it
I
work.
just don't
Trust me.
care.
Trust me, Koei can make it fucking work, and they would do a hell of a good job.
Mario could have his,
Larry the
Mario could
Cable
have his
Guy.
badass fire sword from Smash Brothers.
Yeah, man. I mean, like they can make Mario do like his moveset and like from basically Smash, whatever you want to call it. They can have alternate characters. I mean, imagine running around as like fucking Toad. You know what I mean? It has like a little weapon that he could use or something like that to defend himself. And like you can jump up and hit blocks. You make yourself look bigger, or have different power ups and whatnot laid out throughout the game. And certain blocks, coins, you can collect that. Spend them in the shop to unlock certain things. And
It would be cool.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
plus you can have all the Bowser kids fucking as being like bosses in the game as like little general things or something
Cocaine
like
Warriors.
that. Cocaine Warriors, fuck.
Fuck.
But no, if Koei can see it happening, I'm all down for it. I want to see if they can pull it off. If they can pull it off, that would be fucking amazing. And let Koei make other games like Metroid or fucking hell. I would even go as far as say even Pokemon. Pokemon can work. Most people are like, how the hell would that work? Believe me, they can make it work.
Yeah,
They can do
absolutely, they
something
can make
with
it work.
man.
Of
They can
course.
just make it work easily. But that's what we're gonna do. Nah, that's the way we're gonna close off the podcast. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and we'll do our outros and
Done.
close. So go ahead, Alex.
Hey guys, ActiveSyn here. We had a lot of good ideas, a lot of interesting stuff. We'll see if anything actually comes true. Done.
All right, Coop.
Coupon Strides here, your gaming diva. Had a lot of fun tonight talking about collaborations and some crossovers and all kinds of things in your wildest wet dreams. So yeah, done!
I could never follow that. Anywho.
Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, okay, so this is Rob from the channel. My channel is Rule of Two Review. I've been putting up a ton of Resident Evil content, so go check that shit out. This was a blast. Thanks for having me on. I love talking about this shit. If any of these games come true, then we're obviously owed a piece of the cut because they came from us. There's no doubt.
Yeah, no shit, right? No shit. Nintendo doesn't give a fuck about it.
No, not at all.
I tweeted Nintendo of America to this podcast.
Yeah, Reggie's actually watching, taking notes. He's like, Star Fox Warriors, that's a good idea.
He's like, I wish that fat Canadian guy on the podcast would stop fucking cussing every 2 seconds. All right, you guys know who I am. Thank you guys for coming out, chilling out, supporting my shit. Fucking glad to see you guys posting your ideas and your questions, of course, in the chat. LOL, you know, keep doing what you do best. You fucking troll. Love having you in the goddamn chat. You crack me up, dude, every time I go back and reread the chat. So, but anyways, guys, we are done with this bitch, and I will see you guys on the next episode of whatever I decide, or whatever, I guess whatever I decide to do. Fuck these bitches, but whatever. Fucking make sure you guys check them out. Man. Make sure you guys check out Active Sin Gaming. You know, again, like I said, he's my YouTuber of the month. Again,
unsubscribe now. Unsubscribe. Just completely unsubscribe.
If you are a Sony fan,
from Coupon.
if you're a person in the chat and you are a Sony fan, I highly recommend that you do not go to Active Sin Gaming's channel.
Also true.
That's very true. If you're a Sony fan, do not go to his channel.
Yeah,
make sure you go to Coupon Strides, man. She's putting up some channel and whatnot, some more gameplay. I'm still waiting for that fucking Mario Kart 8 more gameplay.
I missed it today, but it'll come out.
No worries, man. But I'm more excited waiting for you to get the fucking Champions Road. That's what I want.
Yeah, hell no.
Yep.
But anyways, and you know, of course, check out fucking Robert, you know, Rule of Two reviews and whatnot. Check them out, whatnot. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. We were sent to make, man. Peace the fuck out, guys.
That's all, bitches.
Done.
Done.